Hello everybody, I'm Jareth and I'm back in my pottery studio, and so today I am going to work on reglazing pottery that's crawled and that just didn't do well. See, this is crawling, so instead of just throwing this away, I'm going to attempt to refire this. And the reason why I believe this happened is because it didn't reach the temperature that it was supposed to do. So the first thing we've got to do is wash all these clean, make sure they ain't got no dust on them. We're going to dry them, and I'm going to line them out on a clean towel that I have sitting here. So let's get started. So I have another old towel here that I'm going to use to dry. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to rinse this real good. To make sure I'm getting all the dust off of this. So next, I just dry. I'm going to take this towel. It's kind of rough, so you have to be careful because you can cut yourself with this pottery. So now I'm just going to try to dry this as much as I can, and then I'm going to set it on the towel. So guys, what I'm going to do is I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to get all this washed up and I'm going to get it laid out. Then I'll show you what we're going to do from there. See how this looks? I want you to take a look at this and remember this, because when it's fired, it'll look way better than this. Hey, and if you are a potter and you decide to try this by washing and drying, make sure you're not getting a lot of lint on that either, because when you re-dip your glaze, you don't want all that lint on there. So just wanted to let you know that, but I'm sure you already knew that. I've got all of them washed now, and I got them lined up over here. So this is what I'm going to refire, guys. So I can't tell you if it's going to come out okay or not, but I'm going to refire it one time. It should work, you know, but the colors are not going to be probably the exact that they were when that I originally dipped and planned for them to be. So I'm going to refire these, and then we'll see what they look like. But before I go to the next step, I'm going to let these sit here. I want to make sure they're dry good. You know, even though I dried them off and I'm letting them sit here, I'm going to let them sit for a little while, and then I'll move to step 2. And I'll have all the steps listed in the description. All right, now we're going to move to step 2. The first step was washing everything and letting it dry. I got them love bugs. See those bugs? Oh! So now we're going to apply wax resist to the bottom of these cups. So that way when we glaze and we put them in the kiln, and if the glaze runs, the cup won't stick to my kiln shelf. So that's what we're going to do now. We're going to get these cups waxed. Well, I think Tom can go ahead and move to step 3 while I'm waxing the bottom of these cups.
Step 3.
I recruited some help. Step 3 is going to be these. We have to take these cups because they have been heated up and they got wax on them, so they're not as porous to accept the wax the first time when you got a raw pottery that hasn't been colored. It will absorb that glaze real good. So since these has been fired, so that it won't absorb it as fast. So what you have to do is I'm going to wax these. Todd's going to pop these in the microwave for 30 seconds. He's gonna have the glaze ready, already stirred up. When it comes out, he dips it straight into the glaze and then we'll shake it off and then we'll let it dry. But he can set it over in the kiln to dry, you know. And then that way all we'll have to do is fire it, so we can just go ahead and load it. All right, so I'm gonna move y'all down here so y'all can watch Todd. Look, I've got some right here that's already done. You need to look at, this is the glaze over here, Todd, that I got in the bowls. I mean in the 5-gallon buckets. So you need to look at these and figure out which ones you're gonna use. So that looks like it has blue on it, but I would dip it in a raw green. Okay guys, this is the bowl that I showed y'all of what it looked like. I told you to remember this bowl. Okay, so now we're gonna heat it up in the microwave. 30 seconds.
All right, it's been 30 seconds.
Okay, the bowl is warm to the touch. So I told him I wanted sandstone. First, I want him to, I told y'all to watch this bowl, but now Todd don't listen and follow instructions, so if it comes out funky, it's all on him.
It's my fault?
Yeah, because you don't listen. He acts like he's the one with the potter's degree. That is sandstone that he's just put in the middle, y'all. So shake it so it ain't dripping no more.
Want the whole outside or just the rim?
I want just this much of the rim around. Because you got to remember, it's already got glaze on it. And then that's going to run when it all melts together in this kiln. God, I hope I don't have a mess, y'all. But we shall see. So now this has got to dry. I've got the wax on the bottom and around the edge, so if it runs, it'll be easy to just wipe off.
Look at me.
Keep going. You ain't finished yet.
All right, Mom, what you doing over
Right?
there?
Glazing. A plate.
What color is it that there?
This is a orange with speckles in it, and I added a little bit of buttercream on the bottom.
All right, what are these right here?
Those are
These two and these two.
Those are sandstones. This one right here I made for my little niece Lily, my sister's grandchild. And so you can see it isn't finished, but I dated it on the bottom and I put Gigi Loves You on it so she'll know. So that's gonna go in her hope chest for her when it gets made. But these are some coasters that we got. Is this, what'd you get this in, sandstone? Buttercream? That's what happens when you recruit him to help you. Don't look at my hair, I ain't got my hat on. Recruit him to help you. He does not listen. So I won't know the color of that until it comes out the kiln, then I'll be able to guess it. But this looks like an aurora green right here. So what this is coasters. They come in sets of 4. So I'll have to wipe the bottom off. I waxed it, but I still got to wipe it off. And then I will break glass and put it in the middle of this. And then I'll put it in the kiln to cook. And it'll color it and bake the glass on it, but it's not food grade once it has glass on it.
The bottle said take 4 of them, put one color, take the other 4, and put one color, and that's what I did.
Well, I expect you to remember the name because when I put them on my Etsy page, I got to put the name.
I remembered enough today. My mind is gone. I'm going to let you remember this.
Well, I'm not that good either.
Okay, what's the color of these four right here?
Everything's got sandstone on it.
Okay, that's the ones I'm gonna do the rim.
Yes.
Just the rim.
On this rim, I want you to come down to about this much with a roar of rim.
Okay, guys, I'm gonna show you how I do that.
And I want you to hold it 1, 2, 3, 4 seconds, then ease it out. Don't just pull it out, because if you pull it out fast, it's gonna make the glaze pop up and go on the inside.
Cool, you wanna do it?
And I'm just telling you, you don't know how to do it. If I get on a crane, you think I'd be able to sit there and go to do it? No. You'd be trying to tell me how to do it. I'm the boss in the Potter house.
Mr. Willie, see what I gotta put up with? I'm fixing to go try to take care of this.
I'm the boss in the Potter house. Yes. It's nice.
Alright guys, I want to do the top of these now. I've been letting it sit there and dry. Going to the warrior green.
Roar.
Whatever. That one right there. The warrior green. Stir it up. And this is how you do it. Alright, I got it just around the top portion. Very little on the inside. I didn't pop it up, try to get hollered at. But that's how I'm going to do the next 4. I got 3 more like this. See, ball?
It can go down a little bit more. I told you about this much.
That's all you get.
Well, then it's not. Okay.
I'm going to go back and I'm going to go further down. And when it starts running and it gets on the bottom,
Go back.
I'm going to tell you so.
This much more.
Alright, we're going back in, y'all. Alright.
Yes.
Is that far enough?
Perfect.
Alright, we're going to try this now. I'm going to do this piece, this one, and this one. The same way. Right? Alright. If it messes up, it's her fault.
Yeah. That's gotta be having way more glass in it.
Alright, y'all, I'm putting glass in these closer now. Just regular old glass is broke up. Put that glass in the bottom of the coasters. It melts down into it. Is that enough glass?
Mm-mm.
I think it is.
No, it ain't.
Alright, I'm going to put a little bit more in it.
Alright guys, I'm on preheat. So I'm going to preheat for 30 minutes. Alright, I'm going to fire to cone 6. When I bisque fire, I fire to cone 06. So now I'm firing a cone fire, and I'm going to cone fire to 6. And I'm going to do a medium speed I'm doing 0 hold. And there we go. You heard that clicking? It's cooking. That's it. So it'll be sometime tomorrow evening before we can open it up.
See guys, we got the outside door open and we're going to put a fan right here blowing out because it gets hot. But we'll show you what it looks like in the morning.
Alright guys, the thing is cooling down. The kiln is kicked off. I put a piece in to let some heat vent. So it's heat's dropped enough, so now we're going to open up the kiln lid and let it finish cooling before we touch the pieces. I'm going to go ahead and show you what we're looking like inside the kiln. Well, we got a complete meltdown right there. See that? That's going to be a big mess if the kiln ship's not ruined. I don't know if I'll be able to save it. I see another one down on there. So what I'm looking at, these complete melts, guys, is we bought some clay from Hobby Lobby. And the clay's no good. It doesn't withhold the temperature. It was for cone 6 firing because I checked and made sure. But it still melted down in the kiln. So I won't be buying that clay anymore, and that's why I have to have all my clay shipped in because we just don't have that around here to sell.
These come out good.
Yeah, it's looking good.
They're pretty.
They looking good, y'all. And look, this is that bowl I told y'all to remember. See that? Wow. Look at there.
That one down there looks good too. I remember it looked bad.
Let's let it finish cooling, and then we'll bring you back and unload everything. Hey, I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to unload this kiln right here, and I'm going to stack everything on the counter and then we'll go through it. But I've done showed y'all the biggest meltdown. So that I have to be chiseled off. So let me get it unloaded because I have to put gloves on and it's too hot to hold the camera. I just got the air cut on in here, so I'll show you when I get it done. Okay, y'all, I got the kiln unloaded. Todd, come and help me. We got a mess with that clay that we used. But these were old pieces that I refired, and I had forgot what was made with that clay, so I don't buy that clay anymore. Okay, and this is the bowl that I told you to keep your eyes on. It turned out great, and actually I made it for like a little baking pan. Okay, these are some cups that I had made for the girls, some hand warming cups. See how the little fingers goes up in there? This is Kinley's. Okay, so this is just a little small piece. This is a spoon rest. This is another spoon rest. Now these were glass coasters. I told Todd that he didn't put enough glass on here, but he didn't believe me, so that's what I have here. That's what these are. So the glass should technically cover this whole area. It melts, but these are not food safe, so they would have to be used as a coaster. Okay, this is a coffee cup that I have, that I made. This is a bowl that I had made. And this is what I had made for my niece, Lily, my sister's grandchild. It's a vase. It's come out good. This is just a little small bowl. This is one with sandstone and aurora green. I love the sandstone and aurora green. They just blend together so smoothly. Here's a cup. Misha, you need this cup to add to your collection. Here's a little pot that I had made with a lid. But see how it cracked down there? So that it's not food grade anymore since it cracked. But it still came out okay. So I'm not sure if that was some of that clay or what, but that's what we got. This broke. He dipped it in nothing but sandstone, so I wasn't gonna care for this color anyway because it was too much sandstone. Oh, and these are some plates that I made. They didn't quite come out how I wanted them. See this buttercream, this white in the middle? It didn't swirl the way I initially wanted it to, so I don't know if they'd be happy with these or not. But I definitely won't throw them away. So they look rustic. But look over here, guys. This is the mess that I got. Complete meltdowns. And these were good coasters. This stuck to them when it melted. So Todd, I have to clean all these and I'll have to do my Kim shells. So guys, that's all that I have for this video. I appreciate you hanging with me this long, watching the pottery, seeing how it looks. Leave me some feedback. Thank you and God bless.